everybody! Welcome on in if you're new. I'm Lexi. Allie is the other twin and she's currently not here. She may be joining us later. That said, you're stuck with me. Today it's really cold out. It's not as cold as the day where the Hudson froze over, but apparently it is colder today than Alaska, which I was like, I expect that of Wisconsin actually, because Wisconsin has Madison and Milwaukee, and those two cities are colder than Juneau, Alaska on average. However, I don't expect that from New York. Apparently it's going to be in the 40s in Alaska, and it's supposed to be in the 20s for most of the time here in New York today. So I'm really excited to do a couple of different things with you today. I have a random task that I hope you all can help me with, because I was searching all day and I can't find it except for on Amazon. I may just have to make it, and I really don't want to make it or order it and have it just be late. But I need your help with that. And then I had just like random questions and things I've been thinking about for quite a while that I want to talk with all of you about and give you some life updates and some stuff on the horizon. So welcome in. Make sure you subscribe if you love chatting it up here in NYC, if you love exploring. I love architecture, so I always throw some of that in. And welcome in from wherever you are. I would love to know more about you, so always make sure to chime in with your comments. Hi, Emerald, whatnot. Now is the time, if you want me to say hi in chat, because otherwise I will not necessarily see you. And then we're gonna go to our first question, because I've never seen this before. Why is it pink?
No, I think honestly it was going.
Is it legal if it's pink? Because all the other ones are like the weird brown color. But this one is pink. Curb cancer, but is it legal? Don't you have to have the New York one? I mean, like, I'm excited as pink, but also why? Joker! Thank you for the tier 3 sub! 3, it's a magic number. Do. I do kind of look like I belong with it, but I have a better pink on. I 100% am the better pink. But let me go back. Welcome in from Montreal. Mello! Hi, Sentai. Hi, Emerald. Kima Perplayas. Rampaleto. Loki, Rosmere, Joker. Oh my gosh, it's been a year on Twitch, Joker. So cool. Howard Storms. No, I am the hot pink. Not that this says like with this hat and this giant hood, not that says like, ooh, it's spicy, because it doesn't, but I do love hot pink. Actually, so these were my competition colors. So in Irish dance, you get competition colors. Allison's were black, light blue, and orange. Mine were hot pink and black. We don't get to, by the way, you didn't get to pick a color. Like, you didn't get to pick the colors of your dress. You didn't get to pick out your design of your dress. No, you sent them your headshot, and you got to pick one color. And the dressmaker did everything else with your measurements. And whatever it came out as, I spent $3,000 on a dress, and I didn't get to see a single thing. They were like, what color do you want? And you know what I said? Black. And they said, excuse me? And I said, yeah, you heard me right. I want a black dress. And my sister also said, they said, what color do you want? And she also said, black. And they're like, you both can't have black. And I said, but you're gonna pick all the rest of the colors. So when they came in, they said, oh, we have the princess dress, which is hot pink and black, and then they had the queen dress, which was Allie's dress. Okay, I'm gonna flip it here so I can read comments a little bit better. Yeah, electric pink. Hi Boston, hi Dub, hi Star, hi Red, hi Mike. What's up, everybody? The factory made it pink, so I would hope that they did some research. Well, the thing is like, they make a lot of things, and you can sell these things anywhere. I just don't know if it's like technically legal. You know? But I have like a bunch of different things I want to talk about today. I need to find a cardboard cutout of a tooth. If you think you heard me right, please put a 1 in chat, because I know it's a really weird request. I also wanted to say hi to the baby if they're there. No! Do you see this? Do you see this? Do you see this right here? This poof usually holds a cat. 99% of the time there is a cat here. There is no cat here. Poof. Yeah, so if you didn't know, our cats need to have their teeth cleaned. It's very expensive. We've been talking about it for a while. However, we had to move up the schedule for their teeth cleaning so they get their teeth cleaned tomorrow, which I'm actually really excited about. I'm not excited about having to get up really early, but I am excited for them to get their teeth cleaned. And so I want to throw them a little tooth fairy party. I know normally you have to lose your teeth, and I guess we should have done this when they were kittens and losing their teeth, but we didn't think of that. So we're just gonna have a tooth fairy party for when they get their all the plaque removed, which I think will be kind of cute.
Sorry, your cord is.
Oh, thank you. Da-da-da. Here, wait. It came out. The cord came out of the little thing. Yeah, we want fresh breath. Hi, agitated. Hello. Maybe, I don't know. The kitty is almost always there. Like, I have never not, well, I don't go past that very often, but I have never gone past that window and not seen that cat there. Maybe it's just too cold. Who knows? Excellent. I'm glad that you made your lasagna. Super excited about that.
I guess, like,
I also thought what we could do is we could make a stop at some like weird or interesting places along the way, sort of talk about that, but just explore a little bit. Yeah, I'm trying, so when it's really cold out, things don't charge very well, so I'm trying to be very mindful of that. I also have hot things, what are these called? Hot packs in my gloves, and we're gonna try to make sure that it charges. The cat cannot be on vacation. Its life is a vacation. Hi, Danzy, welcome on in, hello. Yeah, so I've heard the same thing about Moonstruck, but like every time I look in the window when I see the food that's being served, I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know, I don't really know about that at all. Kind of thing. So mood, it's about 30-ish degrees, it's -9, but today in Alaska it's about 40. I just thought it was really funny that we are actually colder than Alaska. Normally Wisconsin is really, really cold. Like I think Wisconsin right now is -7, which is way too cold, for me at least. Thank you for the follow, Zorsh. Welcome on in. No, your back wins. I can see you. I can see clearly now, your name is free. If you're wondering what I talk about, so we have different apps for like chat and stuff, and unfortunately I accidentally like shadow banned a bunch of people from the app, so I couldn't see anybody. I could see nobody, but I got them all back. Hi Swanson, thank you for following. Following is free and it helps out the channel, so I appreciate you so much. Also, I did want to show you the shop. I've heard that there's some like really cool finds that you can find. It is kind of everywhere, but I did hear that like they sometimes have like interesting stuff now in terms of price. I've never actually gone inside, so I can't brag. Texas weather, we're freezing too. I know, right? Somebody was saying that it's snowing in Texas. I am actually jealous because Alaska does have snow. We were supposed to get a massive snowstorm tomorrow, and I was so excited. I had so many ideas. Oh my gosh, this whole stream was supposed to look very different. It was supposed to all be focused around the snow. You know what's gonna happen? No snow. So originally today was supposed to be doing a bunch of stuff to prepare for the snowstorm. I had like things we were gonna go find, things that we were gonna go make. We were gonna have a great time in the snow. No, it's not even supposed to rain. There's supposed to be like very little precipitation. So who knows? Maybe the snow folks. Wow. Okay, if you're a car, let me make this real clear. The bike lane is not a drag race. Okay? The bike lane is not there for you to speed as fast as possible when the light goes green, then to cut off another car as you rush back into the car's lane. Okay? I know I don't drive very often, like at all, but that I know. People are wild today. I was out and about, and I have not heard this honking like this since like Valentine's Day. Wait, it's not. I know. I mean, but also, that one's going the wrong direction. So don't do that either. Don't do that either. You're happy there won't be snow? I mean, there's a lot of people that are happy that you won't be snow. It's a little bit easier to walk around and whatnot. However, I love the snow. I think it makes the city truly magical. But no! No! No, I apparently did not read this verse before. Zoil, I'm coming for you. This bike lane, okay, look, this bike lane, no standing, no stopping, no walking. Bikes only. Please. There are so many people too that will like take their little carts and put them in front of the bike lane. And I'm like, no, please. That poor little bebe is gonna get like slammed into. Take the baby and put the baby on the sidewalk. Does that make sense? I'm a car. I'm a car, I'm a Porsche, I'm an Audi. I don't know like why I just said that, but I did. Joker, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. Welcome, Onion. How are you? What's up? No one wheel on the bike lane? So I actually think that one wheels are fine in the bike lane because they're not as like oppressive as a motorcycle. And they're not as slow as someone running. What also grinds my gears are when people run in the bike lane, because then I can't get around you, you know? So Moo, it's actually really safe to bike here in New York City. There are like, how do I say this? There aren't a lot of good streets to come over from like east to west or west to east, but up and down, like it's very, very easy. And they keep adding more and more bike lanes. I think they've added another bike lane on 1st Ave and then another bike lane on 10th. And those bike lanes are really fast now. So it really is like a great place to bike. Woo! Cap up 180 streak. So cool. Also, if you have any fun facts you want to talk about, I would love to hear them. Oh my gosh. I'm always trying to reconnect to YouTube because YouTube keeps getting disconnected. Hi, Traveler. Yeah, our parents are in Wisconsin right now, and I love it. I've only been to Michigan a handful of times, but I think of it as like a cousin to Wisconsin. The city court building, which one? Tell me where it is, because I don't know what any of these buildings are called. I've been in the Lipstick building, so if you don't know what the Lipstick building is, it is right here. It is actually the entrance of the E. The E will take you from Queens, I guess, all the way over past, like down 8th Avenue into the stopping district of like the World Trade Center. But if you don't know why this building is important, not only does it look like a lipstick and is actually really cool architecturally, but this is also where Bernie Madoff used to work. So that's like why a lot of people know this building actually, is because of that whole scandal. I always wondered when lipstick was made. No, lipstick was the inspiration. The City Court building is on 153 East 53rd. Is that the Lipstick building? Is that this one? What's in there? Is there a reason we should go there, Cat Babble? If so, I can just go down right now. Hiya, Colleen. Welcome on in. Yeah, I would never drive in New York. Ever. It's on stilts, kind of. Oh, you mean this one? Is this it? You mean this? Like, is it this building? Like, is this it? Because if so, I've been in it. Because they have a post office there. This is on 54th, though. Are we sure it's 53rd? Because this is the one that has stilts. Answer me. That is not it. It is under a church. Okay. Well, we can go take a look at it. I don't think I've been in it then. You know who I think should be honored as a driver? I think the people that, you know, say, guess what? I don't drive that often. I'm a New Yorker, but today I'm going to rent a U-Haul and I'm going to move myself. Not only am I stressed and tired from having to pack all these boxes with no notice, but now I'm going to tackle the New York streets, and I'm going to move all the way through Midtown and Times Square to get to my new apartment. Those are the people that I think, man, yeah, cojones, I can't do that. I would never do that. Absolutely never. I have moved on the subway though before. I have taken almost all of my stuff on the subway before, and that was worth it. A student discovered it was unstable and could suddenly collapse, so they fixed it in secret. Whoa, I didn't know that, Dwip. Hi, Techie, welcome on in. What's up? They're like 10 stories. Okay, so it's on 23rd. Do we make a left or a right here? We're heading downtown. They had to build it on stilts because the church demanded they have open sky above it. I mean, that makes a ton of sense, actually. Hi, 4Art, welcome on in. How are you? Okay, wait, so I'm assuming we make a... This way? This way? I mean, I guess I could look it up. What is the cross street for this magical stilts building? Because we have the lipstick building here. Hi, Leaf. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I know, Mom, but see, so here's the thing. Why did I put that title? Because that is the title I've been seeing everywhere in New York. Everyone is so shocked that it is colder here than Alaska, and it's not even as cold as Wisconsin. That's why I did that title the way that it is. Also, I'm not as prepared today. Usually when it's this cold, I have big fluffy like underleggings. I only have the normal underleggings. So what's your favorite office lobby? So Taxi, I don't know. I mean, so I do have to say I really like the ones that have, there's one that has like waterfalls coming down it, and there's like a whole park on the inside. I think that's beautiful. But if you were on one of our streams, I think it was last weekend maybe, we went to a tea festival that was inside an office building, and that office had a bed. Yeah, you heard me right. It had a bed that looked like feet in it, and I just don't understand. And I even like Googled why did they put this there, and they like, the only explanation for the piece of art is that someone purchased it because the building hosts many different pop-ups, and they wanted people to know that there was a space for art. I was like, okay, great, but it's also an office building, and somehow having a feet bed seems like it would be against HR in a way. There's also, like, I kid you not, an obscene amount of plants. Like, when I say obscene amount of plants, I mean like 100 plants that are all lined up, and they're massive. There used to actually be more. And I don't understand. I don't understand who planned the lobby. I don't understand the plans. I don't get it. I just don't get it, and therefore I love it. Do you know what I mean? Michael, thank you for following. Welcome on in. Yeah, it's okay. Guys, you can tell me it's not cold. I don't mind. But I'm freezing right now because I forgot to wear the right shoes too. It's a great piece of art. If you want, I'm probably thinking about making a TikTok about it because, again, I don't understand it. And I need someone in the comments to tell me why it exists and more about it. Because when I Googled it, it was just like, it's to prove that art exists in the building. And I was like, that is not appropriate. That is not appropriate. Like, no, it looks like it had giant toes on the bed and stuff. So, you know. It's a jungle in there, exactly. No, but I mean, that's the point. Like, art is supposed to make you think, and I've been trying to wrap my brain around, like, why this thing exists. And I can't really find a work or office appropriate reason why it does, or why it would be in the office, except for, oh, hey. Hi, I know you were up late working. I know that you were having, like, a really great time at your own assuming you come in for your job, right? So let me remind you where you could be right now. You could be in bed. You could be nice and cozy with your feet all curled up. But instead, you gotta come into work. Like, that's the only reason I could come up with why this thing exists. No, so Tuscan, right now we're on the east side. The east side tends to have lower wind chill. We're gonna be heading over to the west side. I also have like 4 heat packs in my hands, and the wind has been really, really cold lately. But today it's a lower wind chill on this side of Manhattan. We're gonna try to go to the west side, and we can go from there. Oh, they built sleeping pods for employees. That actually sounds really nice. I have a desk, and like Allie and I have been just doing a lot of streaming. We've also been doing a lot outside of our streams, preparing for life stuff, just like trying to like work on sponsored stuff, all of those kinds of things. And I have come to work and I've been really tired, or I've had a migraine, and I've thought, you know, if I just had a pillow and like a sheet, I could easily like my desk doesn't look like this, but like mine is like walled off. I could easily like move the chair and then just put like a little sheet up like right here, and I could have a perfect place to hide and sleep. Like a perfect place. But the idea that you might need a sleeping pod because you're working way too late, that is a little bit of a red flag. Hi, I'm Mark. Welcome on in. How are you? Why not at a different office if it bothers you? Oh no, Tuscan, so it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. I love the piece of artwork. It's just that's the only reason I can think of why it exists, right? Like this piece of artwork says, I am beautifully corporate. I am a shape. I talk about felt and all the different uses you can use for felt. I am an artwork that says I am pleasing and have something to say, but I don't know what to say. The other one is just like kind of quirky and fun, if you know what I mean. Oh, he had silent pods. I don't know if I'd like that. Maybe I would like it if I had good headphones that I could like blast music in. Hi, Beige, welcome on in. Client, so we've hired you as an artist. What will you make? Artist, I'm open to suggestions. How much space you got? How about 2 feet? I mean, literally, that's like what it is. Okay, we're gonna pop in here because I want to show you something. We're gonna have to be a little bit quiet because it really echoes inside. We're gonna just pop in. So this is actually like a really nice little cafe area. So like you can come in and sit here with all the trees. I love to like come in here when it's super cold out because it makes me feel like it's nice and warm. I mean, it is nice and warm, but it makes me feel like it's like springtime. And then up here, there's actually a little exhibit. Sometimes they have exhibits, sometimes they don't. But I thought we would just take like a little look-see because I saw that they updated it and I didn't really know anything about it. Oh my god. Look at the troll. I'm kind of obsessed. So I guess these are like notable, oh, these are notable Citicorp items that were made. That's cool. Wait, what is that? What is that? Wow, so these are all different products that they made? Oh my gosh. See, I actually love this. I would love a vending machine like this. What are those called? Wait, what does it have? Ali Petrus 50-cent toy machine. I would love a 50-cent toy machine. I think that's super cool, actually. Really neat. And then they have this like little Girl Scout tin, which is also really cool. Hi. Oh, okay. No worries. Totally fair. Weird. It's really cool though. They do have like, if you want to come in on your own, I guess you can't take video, which I never knew. But if you go down there, they also have like fashion exhibits there. They have like a dress made of spoons, which is interesting. I do have to say I really like the 50-cent machine. I wish we could have taken a look at some of the like clothes, the fashion stuff, but we never made it down. Yeah, it was also kind of cool too because the dress that they first have was actually inspired by the city court building. So that was cool as well. Maybe we'll come in a different day. Or I'll come in and just take some photos that we can put in Discord. I don't know. I think some people like just like have weird things about filming. Honestly, the thing about filming that really is weird to me is, you know, all of those lobbies have cameras. Like, all the lobbies have cameras. They just don't want you filming. Yeah, so this is actually, so you can see like this has the big stilts that you're talking about, right? I don't know, Mom. I think it's because it's probably like something to do with it being private property. This actually leads down into the subway. So we'll go, I don't really want to go down all the stairs, but maybe we'll go down all the stairs because I really like this sort of feature. They have this like water feature, and then over here they have like summer rentals and like food, and then they often have like little tables that are set up here. Yeah, everything does get recycled in the end, but still. But I like this one because it like the water, like if you stand here, right, all you can hear is water. You can't even hear the subway that's going right there. So like I love this like entrance. I don't really take the subway very much, but I have like taken that subway every now and then. And I like being able to hear the water. I'm just gonna pop up here to show you another notable building that I like over here. And then we'll keep a walking. Oh my gosh. Tuscan, I would love to say that, but I doubt that they would care. Tuscan said, you're not filming because there isn't film in your phone. You're live streaming. I don't think they care. Though it is a very good differentiation if you really wanted to film something. You know what I mean? Comment Monkey, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub for 26 months. Wild that you are over 2 years. I know that we have been streaming about like 4 or 5 years now. I think it'll be in June, 4 years of IRL streaming. We already have 4 years of like normal streaming. But it is still wild to me whenever someone gets up over a year of subbing. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. Wait, who said something about the church? Let's see. The northwest corner overhangs Peters. Is that this? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I find this church very ugly. Sorry. I really just don't like the church. Let me show you a much more beautiful building. It's the synagogue right over here. It is really interesting as a building because it does like these sorts of features you don't really see in a lot of other buildings that are here in New York City. I mean, technically, but I feel like there's also something with the law where like, you know, it's the spirit of it, right? So even if I'm technically not filming, it's the spirit of it. Does that make sense? Yeah, they built that. It looks not good. To me, at least. At least not to me. Especially when you compare it to this building here. So this is a synagogue, and I absolutely love it. Like, come on, look at how beautiful that is. They have a lot of different star motifs. It's just beautiful. I also actually, here, wait, look. I love it too because, look, the two like really tall modern buildings behind it kind of frame these two very like traditional like Middle Eastern style buildings, right? And then you have these super modern with LED buildings that just catch the light. Like what you see reflecting there, it's pink because of the sunset and like kind of that bluey tone, again, because of the sunset. So I just think it's really, really interesting to see this like beautiful building that's been eclipsed and just how it frames the building. Looks kind of like a Minecraft tower. I mean, yeah, it does. So there's actually a series on YouTube. I can't remember what it's called. I used to watch it a lot during the pandemic. I don't even know if it still exists because I know it does take a lot of time. But there's a channel on YouTube that interviews architects. And the architects are making some of their builds or like famous builds in Minecraft while they're getting interviewed. And it's really cool. I just wish I knew what it was called. Yeah, it is Middle Eastern. Like that's one of the reasons, like this is a landmark church, and part of the reason that it's not church, oh my gosh, landmarked synagogue. You know what I mean. But part of that reason for that is because it is such a unique style. Also, here's our little Chrysler building that we never get to see. Beautiful. It burned down and was rebuilt in the 90s. Are we talking about the ugly church? Are we talking about the ugly church, or are we talking about the cool synagogue? I love it. I like it like that. Do 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 do. Art vandalism? What do you mean? The Central Synagogue? I didn't know it was rebuilt. I do know that it's a protected building though. Yeah, we have got some scaffolding. Welcome to New York. I have to actually say the wind has gone down quite a bit, so I'm actually feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. There was a period there, I want to say like the 80s, where buildings were just ugly glass boxes. So that really has not changed, particularly for residential. They are changing slowly now though, due to climate change and like different provisions that different like cities have put into place. So now you can only have a certain amount of a building being glass. That's why you're seeing all these like weird, like ugly buildings. I sound really judgmental, but I mean this with all my heart. Why is everyone in the city using brown? Not copper, brown. The ugliest damn brown ever. When we get, if someone can remind me, there is one kind of on 8th. I don't know if there's one on the east side. There also might be one on 9th. There should be a couple here on the east side, but I don't know where they're located. There's one firm that keeps making ugly buildings. They keep winning contracts, and I don't know why. I think they're really ugly, and we're gonna talk about it because I hate them, okay? I rarely say on stream, oh, I hate this thing. No, I hate them. They're ugly, ugly, ugly. Especially when you compare to like, look at how beautiful this is. This is just a great, but it's so pretty. No, I think it's supposed to look like copper, but it is the ugliest copper you have ever seen. It's not rose gold. It's not copper. It's brown. It's ugly. Like already, they've just put these buildings up and they already look dated. I can't. Seinfeld. So my grandma used to watch a lot of Seinfelds. but I don't really know that much about it. True, Roz, true. Like I do like browns with golds. I like browns with greens. However, on a building, I want my building to look like sky. Like, I love the look of glass. Like, one of the coolest things about walking around in the pandemic, actually, is that so many people were home and then so many office buildings were closed. And what you saw was, like, in an office building, if you see here, you get, like, all these, like, just entire floors where the lights are left on and you can really see the shape of the building. Okay, fine, cool, right? But when you were home, you were walking around out on the street when no one was around, you would get pockets where you could see who was home, right? You wouldn't get things like this. And so once the sun set, the city would be dark, except for when people were actually at home, in their homes. And you could see, like, okay, that apartment has someone in it. And it was like, wow, that person is isolated. They're staying home just like me. And it felt like stars, right? So I want a building that doesn't reference the earth and look like brown ugliness. I want it to look like stars and sunlight. And if not glass, I want it to be a beautiful and interesting shape, you know? True, glass is not always windproof. Darth, thank you so much for gifting that tier 1 sub to Extremely Subtle. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I used to wear a lot of brown actually at one point, but not recently, that's for sure. Brown is supposedly color of the year, and I am revolting. I am not a brown fan either. I don't know what that sharp looking building is. I assume it's commercial, but I was just thinking that too because it looks like a sword. What is Zelda's sword called? It has a name, right? Are there more doors or windows? There are always going to be more windows. Always more windows. And the reason that I say that, and I know that this is a trick question for a lot of people because technically a window can be a door. Here in New York City, a lot of the new builds will only let your windows open this much to like this much. You can't actually use them as a door. The Master Sword. Does it look close enough to the Master Sword? In a way, I think it does. That's what I see when I see this building, is the Master Sword. Huzzah! Looks like a katana blade. I think katanas are skinnier though, right? They're longer. Looks like the Avengers Tower. Maybe? All of a sudden I was like, I don't actually know what that looks like. I see a dagger. I do have to say that I love Legend of Zelda. You know what I forgot about? So I took out Legends of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom from my Switch because unlike most games where I just like download it straight to the Switch, it's like an actual little card. So in order to play Ring Fit, I have to take it out and put the other one in. And I couldn't figure out this morning why Legends of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom would not work. And I was too tired to figure it out. Now I remembered. I have to put the DM card back in. The card needs to be in the slot for it to function. Oh my gosh. Not in buildings will have more windows. There are buildings that need to isolate outside, EMF, in order to properly test electronics. That'd be cool, yeah. There's a couple of different reasons why the windows don't open. That is kind of a morbid one. We tend to not like say stuff like that on stream, right? It also has to do with like objects falling out of it, because with the height of the buildings, it can reach really fast velocities, and they don't want that to happen. They also don't want it to open very far, because the higher you go up, the more wind you get, right? So if you have a building and you're opening up a window very much at the top, the winds can be very, very devastating, right? And they don't want, like, the window to break. Do you know what I mean? Also, I have to say, the way that these trees are decorated, it really very much mimics this piece of art right here. Look at this piece of art. Now look at how they did this. They're like, we're halfway up, that's good. We look like the piece of artwork now, so it's fine. That's true too, DeRay. That's true too, though that is, heating and cooling in New York City is definitely considered a major challenge. Look at all these people just doing their job, walking around. They look almost fake to me because of how it's like highlighted. People used to throw a lot of trash so subtle, not gonna lie. I live for my building emails. Here's why. Sometimes you'll get a miraculous email. An email that comes out of nowhere. An email where you're like, I didn't even think about doing that. And it happens all the time. And so then I collect all the emails, and then there's a group of us. We have like this, like, it's like a summer club, I guess. Like, everybody kind of does their own thing in the winter, and then we all meet up like once a week, or maybe once every 2 weeks to like hang out and whatnot. And then we talk about all the emails we've gotten over the winter and what they all mean. And at least one of us out of the 20 people will know the full story. I live for them. And one time they were actually like, there was somebody that was like throwing cigarettes out of their window. Not good. Don't ever do that. They got caught doing it. They got fined, okay? Then they started throwing said lit cigarettes. Instead of down on children below, they started to throw them into the trash. And then we had like a couple trash fires. And I shouldn't laugh. I just think that people are wild. Like in Allie's building, there was a girl who lived right next to her. Instead of putting dish detergent, like pods, in her dishwasher, she put laundry soap. Like what you wash your clothes with. Like liquid laundry detergent. Way too much of it. But it foams a lot more than dish detergent. And she flooded the entire apartment with suds. I swear, if I ever leave like where I currently live, or I leave New York, or I don't care anymore if people like care, like get like feelings about me doxing all their secrets, I'm gonna write a book. Because I swear, some New Yorkers are smart, others are not. Especially when they're living in an apartment by themselves for the first time. It's golden. It's golden. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh my gosh. They set up cameras in my place now, so that stopped happening. So subtle. They had to put in like not my hallway, but like a floor above me. They had to put a camera in the hallway, and they had to use a hunting camera because somebody wasn't cleaning after their pet. And it became a whole thing because it got not one person, but 2 people evicted because once the person was caught, somebody else lost their mind on them. Yeah, do not wash your dishes with Tide Pod. They may look the same, they are not the same. Highly don't recommend. Oh, Colleen, you I think are a tier 2 or tier 3 sub. If you are and you want me to be able to send out your package, please let me know your address if you want. If you don't want that, that's fine. You don't have to. But I do need your address if you want me to send out that stuff. Yeah, so they kept thinking it was a dog, but it was a cat that got out. And then the person that lived next to her, where the cat was spraying, found out and then confronted the other person, and then then threatened her. And so in response, she took cat stuff and like covered his door in it. And they both got evicted because the other person was making threats. So yeah, not good. Keep your stuff together. Where do I put my address? Oh, so Colleen, if you're in Discord, that's where I keep a lot of that information. If you want, you can whisper it to me, but I usually have people. Ooh, look at those shoes. Those are cool. I really like those. I usually have people send it to me in Discord. But you have to DM me. My handle is DinomiteTwins with a Z. A Z. Not an S. That one's Allie, and she's not the one who's actually going to be sending out the packages. Ooh, shine. I know, right? So, wow. I love seeing it get like darker and darker. Oh, did we go past Papillon? I wonder if Papillon has different decorations. I think it's one up. I wonder if Papillon is on 53rd or if it's on 54th. Maybe we'll go up to 54th. We've only been distracted 154 times. That doesn't seem correct. That seems like a very low number. Oh my gosh. It's starting to get really cold again. The wind is picking up. I feel like the magical line for the wind is Madison. Once you start crossing over Madison onto 5th, that is where the wind magically starts picking up. And I have no idea why.
It doesn't.
Today. Oh my gosh, isn't that the truth, Subtle? Isn't that the truth? So I have this thing like where I have to like go through and write profiles on all my projects. Essentially, it's like my review for the year. My boss told me it should take me an hour. I am still not done. I opened the PDF that I had to start filling out at 9 o'clock in the morning. And I got very distracted. Granted, it was all work things that I had to do, but I got through like one question. So I think he underestimates my ability to get, I accomplish a lot at work, okay? Before you say that you get distracted and you don't get work done. No, not true. I get distracted by work. And therefore I don't get my original task done, but I still do work. But he was like, huh, you didn't get that done today. I was like, well, it's not due until the like middle of March. He's like, yeah, but you said you were going to get it done today. And I said, yeah, but I had all these other things I had to do instead. So I got one question done. The counter resets daily. I mean, it could if you wanted it to. So I wanted to take a look at Papillon. If you don't know what Papillon is, it is a really cool restaurant and bar. They are the ones that have butterflies in the spring. They also have like a bunch of different like Christmas decorations. If you remember, the whole staircase was full of packages and Tin Men and whatever. It looks like they actually don't do that much for Valentine's Day. Don't blame them though. They're probably gearing up for the actual spring season, like Easter and whatnot. So we'll come back at that point. I've never come over here in February. I now understand why. Ooh, that's pretty. Looks very expensive and shishi. Hi, Kodamar. Welcome on in. Also, everybody who's been following, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you can also do us a favor, you may have seen the announcement on Twitch. Twitch is not going to be holding as many hours in VODs and whatnot. With that in mind, highly recommend that you follow our YouTube. That way, in case you miss any streams or whatnot, you'll be able to find more information there. Allie and I have a lot of collabs that mean a lot to us that are coming out on Instagram and on TikTok. So if you missed the sub shuttle, a bunch of clips from that are coming out on those channels. I think it's also on YouTube. We also have some sponsored content that we really hope you take a look at, because it actually was really fun to get to work with those people. So please check that out as well. Anytime you comment, subscribe, do that sort of thing, it really, really helps us out. So definitely please check out our other socials. We've been trying to post consistently there. And if you have suggestions on what clips you think we should reuse there, that would be great. We usually do like a lot of editing, and I think what we're realizing is that maybe just putting up our clips is better. So yeah. So they said that I need to give the cats gabapentin. Do you want me to still go to the vet and get the gabapentin for them? Yes, Allison, we definitely have to. We'll go through it. How much is it? Like probably like 60 bucks, right? If my boss did that, I'd be thinking, huh, mind your business. No, so that's the thing, is my boss is, I think he means well. I think he does. But he's very much like on me all the time. And he doesn't do that with my other coworkers. So it's very strange to me. It could just also be proximity. He's decided he likes the seat that's like one seat over from my desk for some unknown reason. So he's always there. So he always is able to bother me. Not like in a bad way, but like a bad way. Yeah, I don't know if the snow will happen. If the snow happens, we will be out in the snow. I think it might just be a smaller amount of snow. Thank you for smoke. Oh no. Thank you for following, loans. I don't want to think about my loans. I went to college. I don't want to think about them again. But also, if you're just here to loan me a bit of your time, I appreciate that much too. If you're new and you want to say hi, please make sure you do. If you're a lurker, we will always appreciate your lurk. Thank you so much. Okay, Ellie, then that's fine. Whatever they think is fine. I call him Clippy. If you remember the paper clip, that's how he is. He's like well-meaning. He's trying to help. He's very perky. He shows up when you least expects it. You're working on a project. You're doing well. And it's just like, you know, I think you should do this instead. That's how I think of him. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it's very much his personality. I know, I love the Windows Clippy thing. Allie and I got a computer when we were very little. What were the other ones? And I feel like Clippy was a meme for quite a while. Like even into like when I had like a laptop and stuff, I was still seeing like random memes of it just floating around the internet. But weren't there other shapes besides the paperclip? Was there a Post-it? Does anyone remember? So photos. Wait, so snow is starting at 3 p.m. till 11 p.m. And there's a 77% chance. Okay, so we will be on at whatever time the snow is starting. I'll probably get on a little bit before then. But the plan is to be on tomorrow for the snow. Just in case anybody wants to be there, I would love for you to be there. Luckily, my boss generally leaves me alone. He knows I go far beyond what I'm paid for. See, I do a lot more than I'm supposed to too. But that means he has more reasons, I guess, to check in with me. I'm just answering Allie back about the meds in case she missed it. There we go. I haven't talked to my boss in about 6 months. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Kat? Full list of office assistants. Clippy was a paperclip. Rocky was a dog. There was a robot. There was a cat. A professor, an office logo, a wizard, and a parrot. There wasn't a post-it? That seems like a missed opportunity. To be fair, all of those that you suggested, I don't remember a single one. I only remember the paperclip. So everyone, fun fact. For the longest time, my work computer was from 2005. Our company has like an old system and they had to buy them on eBay. And then during the pandemic, somebody was like, you know, that's like a huge security risk. We can't do that anymore. So if you're wondering why Clippy is so ingrained, that would be why. They were like buying them from other countries to use. Terrible idea. Don't ever do it. They somehow fixed it. We're now gonna get like a totally new system. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, we had really, really old computer. It is really heavy. Yeah. It's more so that for the longest time, like, the system we used, you couldn't use on any other laptop. I think 2007 was the newest laptop you could get and still have this, like, stupid system work. Wow, that's cool. You know, I'm always on the other side. I'm not usually on this one. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I love this coat. It keeps me really, really warm. I don't love how this hat keeps popping up. I don't know why, but I don't like how it looks like an eraser from a pencil. So I'm trying to fix it. Yeah, it's very heavy. Yeah, Windows XP on it. They now were able to give us new laptops that have like newer Windows on it, but it took them a couple years to get me that. Windows XP is still used in the government because it's more safe. Really? Well, when a company buys, nothing against Russia, but when you're an American company and you're buying your laptops off of Russian eBay, I don't think that's a good sign. Essentially, they were buying them from different parts of Europe, but they came from Russia. And that was a huge security risk for obvious reasons. Which is why the company had a security risk a while back. And that was one of the things they told them, is to not buy these laptops anymore. I love this piece of artwork. I adore it. It's a little astronaut sitting on a shiny globe. There's something just so pleasing about it to me. Wow, why is he in an ice cube? Why is the bear in an ice cube? I guess I really don't think we walk on this side of the street very often. I feel like we almost never walk on this side. We're only ever on that side. I don't know why that was important for me to tell you all, but I think it's true. Are there any cool, oh look. Oh my gosh, look at, there's more of them. Okay, look, so we can see, here's the little one that I really love, look. A little chrome figurine I had when I was a kid? Maybe. But here, look. Here are some of the other ones. So it's like swinging on stars. Just standing there. This actually has a giant version of it that filled the space. I don't think they have that one anymore, but they have a mini version of it, which is really cool. Okay, there is something really pleasing about the spiky-haired Buddhas. Like, Tell me why this is not pleasing. Like, it's Swarovski crystals. It's got a Buddha pose, but then it has like punk head stuff. Wait, what lion? I missed the lion. I also have to say I really like this Converse, and I don't know why. So there are some things like I don't love about the artwork in this gallery, but other ones I really, really love. Oh, this lion. I didn't even see the lion. I was so focused on the sculpture, I didn't even see the lion. How sad is that? It was right there. Is that what that hairstyle is called? Liberty spikes? I have been seeing so many people in the East Village that are totally, like, they look like they've been copied and pasted from the 80s. It's kind of wild. It's cool. But, like, they definitely, like, they're, like, young kids, but they look like they, like, are 100% out of the 80s. St. Patrick's here. Definitely suggest taking a look at it. Oops. You know, I never wore Converses. In my school, like, all of the band and theater kids wore Converse. But, like, I wasn't in band or theater. I was in art, and yes, there were some people that wore Converses in art, but it wasn't as, like, prevalent. I have no idea how Eden Fine Art stays open. Look, I don't either. I'm not gonna ask questions. I'm just gonna enjoy it like it's a little museum when I got the chance to. They're still using it? Well, that's on them. I am not gonna use an old laptop if I don't have to.
Shut up.
Does it feel like there's not as many people out today? I feel like maybe Wednesday has become the new Monday. Yeah, I was able to fix it, Allie.
Yeah, it's right now I got it.
Yes, I'm glad you're coming on in, Celtic. I appreciate it. Oh, people are yelling at people. Not good. Let's see. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more shadow realms. Exactly. I'm trying to figure out if we should... Do you want to go down or do you want to go over? Take your pick. Put a 1 in chat for over. Put a 2 in chat for down. Hi, John. Welcome on in.
Yeah, no problem.
Wait, what are we talking about Yu-Gi-Oh for? What did I miss? Wait, oh, because Shadow Realm is in the... No, they're saying that because I accidentally shadow banned. So we have 3 over and 3 down. I mean, I guess we can go over and down. I guess 2 hath 1. You know what we could do if we went down? And I don't know. Let's go see if we can get into the library. I think we're gonna go down and then over. Because there are more people that wanted to go down. So we'll go down and then over. Also, like, I don't understand this. This hand pack is cold. The other is boiling. I mean, like, boiling. And I don't get why. Yeah, does anybody have an idea for dinner? It has to be simple. Well, so Rosmere, so here's the thing. I thought we weren't allowed to have, the, like, I thought we weren't allowed to film in there, but I've seen tons and tons and tons of videos of the inside of it, so I assume it's okay. In case you were wondering, Saturday Night Live still has some of the windows up at Saxford Avenue, which is super cool. So here they have like the 1970s. And this is all for the 50th anniversary. And there's some of the best known outfits that were worn during the skits. So here is the 1980s. The 1990s. I actually think this Sparta jacket is actually pretty cool. I think that, like, if you put like a logo there, like, let's say it was for us and it was like pink, yellow, and black, and you just put DinomiteTwins down it, people would wear that. Maybe we should make that. What do you think? I think we should be our very own cheerleaders. I actually like this headband. I feel like I just saw this in a store somewhere. Like literally the exact same headband. I kid you not. Oh my gosh. There it is. So this is why. So Nico's middle name is Stefan. Nico is our cat, if you didn't know. Nico's middle name is Stefan, and it's because he has the same haircut. He has the same haircut. So that's why. This is why Nico's middle name is Stefan. Look at the jewelry. I actually really like the rings there. So that is why Nico is. I'm not going to get shut down. These are windows. These are publicly available windows. 2010s. Ooh-wee. What's up with that? What's up with that? Ooh-wee. Oh no! You have one of him in Santa? Really? And then this is the 50th anniversary series. You can actually like buy merch from it. Oh my gosh, the dancing coats are still here. The dancing creepy coats are still there. How long do you think that the dancing creepy coats are gonna still be in the window? I will say that if you're freezing and this coat is dancing behind you, it feels so mean. Hi, you're freezing to death. Well, you could be nice and toasty and warm. You could dance in a coat like me. You'd be so warm.
I even took like as a
like, look at till spring probably. But why is this the only one that dances? That's the other question that I have. No, I know, subtle, but like they are kind of creepy, you have to admit. They are just a little bit creepy. Also, I really don't understand these heat warmers because I kid you not, one is like on fire. One is like burning my hand and the other one is ice cold. How is that possible? They were in the same pack. Do your little dance. I dance, dance, dance with my hands, 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 but my head, 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 like Jesus said. Allie will figure it out. Otherwise, we could also figure out dinner for Allie. Wait, is the ice cold one holding onto a phone? No. Well, I mean, it was. It was, but now the one that's warm is holding onto the phone. Velmet, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. We're working towards organic subs. If you don't know what that is, that means that where someone personally subscribes. We're doing that because that way we can sort of build towards bigger goals. So thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Wait, why is the blue one and the white one cursed? Like, this one doesn't dance, I don't think, does it? I think it's just the pink one. This is actually light pink, I think. Hiya, Moose. Welcome on in. We are going to plug in the phone just to make sure that it charges. I am a little bit concerned about it. Someone please remind... Whoa! No, I just saw this out of the corner of my eye. That was so scary. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome on in. I have to say, their attempt at making it more like spring-like, I don't know about this. I know it's supposed to be arty, but I don't know about it. I do have to say that, like, I don't know if I like this style, but it looks nice and cozy and comfy. National Comfy Day apparently is on Thursday, in case you were wondering. I wonder what those go to. Does anyone know what these things go to? Oh, it's a fire pump. Oh, that's not good. We will not touch those. Oh, look at these. Oh my gosh. Look at these chocolate covered cookies. They have matcha, white chocolate, strawberry, and dark chocolate. Those look so good. I wonder what these taste like. I bet they taste really delicious, but like, I wonder if it would be worth it to me for the cost, if that makes sense. Okay, so we are almost done. I'm gonna see if we can get in the library or whatnot. Sometimes they have signs, so we'll see. We'll see if they have signs. I also, oh, I have a giant backpack. I think the backpack is gonna be the problem more than anything. To send water up, maybe, I don't really know. That is a very famous Japanese food company. See, I've never, well, so I figured based on the packaging that they've got to be pretty good, but like, I've never actually tried it. Like, I'm wondering if they or like Maison Kaiser, not Maison Kaiser, Lady M would be like a better dessert for me. Does that make sense? Both famous, both delicious. But what would be more worth it? Wow. I know, so normally these have like jewelry in them. I have to say, I really like these like little laser cut Pumas. I feel like I've been seeing like a lot of like cat motifs lately. You know how like things go in and out of like fashion? Like, I feel like one year like strawberries were really in. There's always like a fruit of the year in like women's clothing. Might be pineapples or watermelons. And then the next year it's like strawberries or kiwis. Do men have that kind of cycle? I don't think so. Maybe for men it's just like weird animals, like a crocodile one year and a monkey the next. I don't know, like I don't know if there's you're probably wondering like what made me think of it. I have no idea either, but I have been wondering like, why is there always like in swimwear and socks and like accessories, there's always like one fruit that becomes the dominant fruit for like female accessories. And I don't think there's like a male equivalent for that in like fashion. I could be wrong though. Hi Nebula, hi Joe, welcome on in. We're not getting pizza today. We actually got a big pizza yesterday because I couldn't figure out what to eat. Ooh, oops. Oh, you can't really see what's inside. It looks like they finally started work on this. Men's fashion is boring, no fruits. But maybe you have like animals, like think about your like fun socks. Cause I've seen guys, they have fun socks. Maybe it's just like superheroes, like which superhero is more prevalent. Or like maybe it's something more neutral. Maybe it's like, oh, one year the socks are all polka dots and like the next year they're all stripes. I think it's more of a pocket thing. Oh, maybe, I don't know. But like in like if you think of like Forever 21, H&M, Target, like big box stores. Oops. Oops, oops. Trying to tell Allie what to do. Maybe sports, maybe. Can I do your work? No. I'm tapped out. I'm tapped out of all the work. All the work is not happening. I do have to say also too, I really like this building. It just feels like so in line with what it is. It's the Consulate General of the Philippines. I love how they've like added a little touch of their architecture there. Across the way is the French, oops, sorry, I had to like readjust. Across the way is the French building. It's like one of my favorite buildings. Maybe we'll go over and I'll show you the lobby. We show you it every now and then, but I do think it's kind of cool. Oh gosh, look it. So this building changes different colors. I haven't really figured out the rhyme or reason other than holidays, but this icy blue is speaking to my soul. It feels very much in line. Doesn't this lobby look really empty? Like, I feel like there was something in the window a while ago. I think it's steaming. I don't think it's smoking. I think it's steaming. Oh my God. Why? Oh, that person's in shorts. Oh my gosh. I saw that person in shorts on that bike and like immediately I felt like 4 degrees colder. Oh, no. Protect your skin, people. Protect your skin. Don't do that to yourselves. Like, absolutely don't do that. Oh my gosh. All right, so here is the French building. Technically, it's the Red French building. This is the lobby. I just think it is so, like, unique in a way. And I love going past it. I also love, like, if you look here, like, these are like coffered ceilings almost. But here you have the coffers not on the ceiling, but actually on the side. You have it up here, obviously, but. But this is really meant to signify the linking of like traditional architecture. So you have like the columns and whatnot, But then when this building was built, I think it was built in the 20s, they used like a lot of deco and they combined the two styles together. So it was meant to really showcase these sort of traditional coffered ceilings, traditional columns, and then a lot of newer, more modern architecture from like the 20s. So just a really interesting lobby because it really shows a connection in time from the Victorian, which is like the 1800s, like late 1800s, and that Gilded Age style to what you would consider the modern style. Wait, what does it say about here? Oh, so it came about the same time as the as Grand Central, in a way. And it also said that Tiffany & Co. helped to make the building that preserved, that area preserved, or that building as a preserved lobby in the 1990s. That's what the plaque said. Yeah, so I love architecture. I love design. It's something that I think a lot about. Allie also thinks a lot about it as well. We don't always bring it into our streams. We don't always have time, right? Because oftentimes we're doing a lot of different events. We're talking back and forth. We're talking with you. But sometimes, especially on these little exploration streams, we have some time to like go a little bit more in depth with like what we're looking at and what we're seeing. And if that's something you want to do, like let us know, because in the past, like people have like said like, move on, right? So, but we try to always engage you with what you like. Oh, look at, I wonder how much chocolate, how many pounds of chocolate it would take to actually make this bunny. Let's go to the sewers? Absolutely not. I do want a piece of chocolate, but I don't want them to like give me the chocolate. Wait, oh, they have all the bunnies. They have a chocolate bunny. Oh, because it's no longer Valentine's Day. Hi. Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, it's a raspberry bunny. We have milk chocolate. Almond. Oh, but they don't have pistachio? Oh, maybe this one has pistachio in it. Yeah, this one does. Wow. I wonder why raspberry? Why raspberry instead of strawberry? I will say though, I love raspberry when it's mixed with milk chocolate. I wish you were a real chocolate bunny. That'd be a lot of chocolate though. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. No, it wasn't an ad. I just wanted a piece of chocolate. Literally, they give out samples. I was like, oh, I don't need a sample. We're not going to go in. And then I was like, oh my God, they have bunnies. We need to go in. And then I can also get my sample. So John, that one in the corner, the giant bunny, that was not real chocolate. I know sometimes they are, but that one was not. That one was a painted piece of something. I believe the bunnies that were chocolate that you could buy, I believe those were like hollow. Any free samples in Best Buy? Don't we all wish? Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. Easter is on its way though. Like seriously, it's coming. the approximate pounds of chocolate to make that rabbit. 190 pounds of dark chocolate. Wow. Crushed tomatoes, Allie. Crushed tomatoes. Can someone put crushed tomatoes into chat for Allie? I usually am the one who is charged with going to the grocery store. Can you tell? No, crushed. Crushed tomatoes. Not stewed. Crushed. 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 Thank you. Oh, so this is the building we were talking about. So I remember how we were talking about modern buildings. Okay, so this is the good building. This is the good building. Do you see how pretty it is, how tall it is? Instead of having ugly brown, they've used these sort of like white, these white things. A lot of the newer buildings are using whatever this is. Oops. So if we go here, look, you see how it's like cased? The windows are cased in whatever material this is. Lately, and a lot of the buildings, they've been brown. But here, they've done it in white. And they've done a really cool thing with the windows where they're arched. And the reason that they're doing that is to mirror over here the columns. So if you see, I don't know if it's going to zoom in enough. They've taken the texture of the column and the shape of the window and they've actually mirrored it. So they've mirrored it from Grand Central over to this 525th Ave. And I think it's beautiful. So when I say the beautiful building on 5th, the new construction, this is what I'm referring to, because I truly believe that modern architecture can be beautiful, even if it essentially is just a box. And the reason that it can be beautiful is when it respects its surroundings and is interesting. Like this, not interesting. This, interesting. And it has a very specific reason why it's shaped like that. So just something cool to think about. We have all these like little hidden details throughout. Like here too, you see the ropes. Ropes were like a sign of tradesmen. If you go down into the East Village, actually, you'll see a lot of ropes around the door frames. That's because those are like townhouses of merchants and traders. So you can kind of get to see like what all of these people's homes were for, like what they did. And if you're able to parcel those apart, you can kind of get to see the history without knowing the full history, which I think is pretty cool. I walked inside the building. Yeah, it's been going on for quite a while. Yeah, I don't know why they set back the floors. Maybe that will be like, maybe that will be for like terraces. I don't know. I actually don't know that much about this particular building. Oh no, did it get very dark on the screen? Oh no, the exposure got kind of weird. Is that better or is that worse? I think this might be better. I don't really know. But also, everybody, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you coming on in. Like, so now it's slightly overexposed. Well, before I thought it was like underexposed. But here, is that better? Too bright now? Sorry. Is that better, or does it need to be even darker? Because for a while it looked like it was like too dark. To prevent shadows. Oh, cool. I like that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it did that, because I didn't touch, I didn't think or touch anything. Oh no. Oh no. The selfie stick is like too cold. Here, 1 minute. Let's plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. There we go. say, I feel like the Empire State has been lit up in blue and white quite a bit lately. I mean, they can't have it be lit up for President's Day today, right? There's an old 80s Hong Kong comedy movie. It's called Happy New Year. Interesting. I've never seen it. I don't know that much actually about the Empire State. Like, I know some things, but not like all things. Also, I don't believe that stream would hold up, but they have this like really cool network of books under this building, and they actually can show you like the foundation and bedrock that this library is built on. It's actually really cool. They have like lecture halls down there that you can sometimes go see. However, like, again, it's like in actual bedrock, so the service down there is like zilch. Just to see what buildings were like set back before setbacks were required. Oh, okay. If you can put it in our content channel in Discord, if you're there, photo, that would be great. We actually do read those quite a bit, so if you have suggestions, put them there. It's just easier for me to remember. Thursday is blue, orange, and yellow. It doesn't look orange. It looks red. iHeartRadio got, like, they got screwed. Because that does not look like what it is. That looked very red. Very, very red. But you know what? iHeartRadio is good. No, it is the 20th. Isn't it? Oh no, it's the 19th. Oops. I love this building. I mean, so
if I were to come into the city,
there's a lot of like brides that get their photos taken here. And they've also done like huge fashion shoots. Oh, the National Hockey League? Oh. Grady. There's a hockey player called Grady, right? I feel like I still don't remember the name. I don't know which one is Fortitude and which one's Patience. I assume that that one's Fortitude and that one's Patience. Because you'd be coming from... Oh, well actually, maybe the people that would have used this library probably would have come from uptown further. So maybe that one's Patience and that one's Fortitude. I would love to power wash these. So fun fact, Paris actually, we call it the City of Light, right? And we think of it for its beautiful white buildings. For a while though, like the Paris was so smoke and smog covered that a lot of the buildings were actually black. And they did, I don't know if they like power washed them, but they did clean them. Also, power washing simulator is kind of fun. Allie and I have the Shrek power washing simulator. And I have to say the Shrek version is kind of the best one. We did a collaboration with Refinery 29 and it was really fun. And I actually, you know what, I haven't thought about that game in a while. But maybe we should just play it on our own. I like to study at the library down the block. No, so there's this one too. Is this the one that has the stairs in it? For some reason, this library has books that you can't get anywhere else. I haven't been reading for a while now. Outside of like, so the guilds often have a book club. And you can actually watch discussions of the books that they're reading on Twitch usually. But I've been reading those. But other than that, I haven't really been able to take the time to read a lot. I am doing great also, by the way. If you... Is that a cop car? Oh, that's a cop car. I hope you're all doing great. Let me know what you're up to. I would love to know. Yeah, I mean, there's more spaces to study there too. I think they have like well, so here's the thing. I love the libraries. I go to a lot of different libraries, but I don't always remember like which library is which. And one of them has an amazing comic book section. I can't remember if it's that one or there's like another library that's further up this way that also has. Have you read The Giver? Yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of the movie actually. So The Giver was required reading for me growing up in school. I actually used to read like a lot. And it's gonna sound like kind of lame too. Oh. Why do I always do this? I always hit the dead end. Well, I'm glad that they're here watching with us. So it's gonna sound like, how do I say this? It's gonna sound like, not pretentious, because that's not what I mean it to be, but in high school, I read a lot. And I read like everything. William Blake was one of my favorite things to read actually. He has a collection of poems that like, so authors often write many different types, like many different versions of the work before it's actually published. There is a poem, and I believe it's called The Poisoned Tree. And it's about how, it's a very short poem, and there's a collection of his writings where they go through different versions of the poem to what it actually is. And William Blake is very, very wordy. He also did his own illustrations, which is kind of fun and unique. And what you find is that he starts off with even more words than he originally started with. And a lot of his like editing goes into shortening it down little by little. So I read a lot of William Blake. I read Dante's Inferno, like a lot of the classics, I guess. But then I also read like a lot of young adult fiction. But I loved William Blake. Here, let me find that poem. I'll let you watch the street. Hi, Lance. Welcome on in. I remember, I loved Redwall. I'm so sad. They canceled that movie. I am so mad. I was really looking forward to like a live action Redwall. I really wanted it. I'm actually kind of like, I don't know why this book thing is getting to me, but thank you for Paladin for coming on in for the 5th Walk Street. Hi, Nick. Hello. I'm going to pull up that poem if I can. William Blake. Poison Tree? Yeah. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I don't know if we're still live on this other one, but I'll pull it up. Okay, so just listen to it. Yes, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe. I also like Tolkien, yes. I didn't read Moby Dick, no, but I read a lot of poetry. Loved Tolkien. Okay, so here's the poem. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did grow. And I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. And I sunned it with smiles, and with soft, deceitful wiles. And it grew both day and nights, till it bore an apple bright. And my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. And into my garden stole, when the night had veiled the pole. In the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. So that is the original poem that has been published, right?
How did you like Corinna?
And it's very concise. It's very much down to like its inner part, right? The original poem that he wrote, the original draft, is 3 pages. And it goes very much into depth about why he hates this person, like all the different things that are done. And then it goes through like 4 different versions of editing. And then you finally get the original, like the poem that we all think of today. And I found that fascinating as a high schooler. But I love art. I love words. I think they're really important. And I know that on stream we often say the same words over and over again, right? But I don't always think the same words. And I think that's important. We went down a little bit of a rabbit hole with that one. Also, I am wondering if it would be helpful for you, if you think it would be helpful for me to start having like almost like Discord reminders for when stream's gonna start in advance. Let me know. Yeah, Tolkien wrote a lot. They used to have classes, not at like my college or anything, but like I remember that like somebody was talking about how like different classes would have like Tolkien language, or like Elvish you could learn, or you could learn like Klingon. I wonder if they still have those classes for college kids nowadays. First English streamer to give an English lesson? No, I'm probably not. But I love fairy tales and I love poems and whatnot. If that's of interest to you all, I might do more of that. Just like kind of throwing it in now and again. Just because I feel like, why not? You get to learn something, I get to learn something. I get to hear your opinions on it. I've never actually been in this building. I really have wanted to. Every single time I have tried to schedule a tour of this building, like last minute, it like ends up not going through. But this is the Radiator building. I know you can't see at the top, but the top is very gold and very fun. And I love it. I have Oreo cookies. Excellent. I do not have Oreo cookies. Also, I am kind of appalled that the Japanese Oreos that are like, they have 0 sugar Oreos. Not a fan. Not a fan. Always under renovation. Well, I mean, this has been under renovation, I feel like, quite a while. I don't actually know, though. Yes, spell check is very important. Wow, Subtle, that's so cool. I made a friend a couple of months ago and she inspired me to write my first poem in years. There's also, there's a lot of writer circles. Oh, I wish I could remember. I have it written down somewhere. But they have like all these like little writing like places where you can just go and write and share. Maybe you should take that friend with you. Share your poem with them. Oh, it's cold. My feet are getting very, very cold. I was originally going to try to go into the library, but then I was like, oh, I think the problem isn't really going to be the camera. It's actually the backpack. The backpack might be an issue. Lex Luthor building? You mean the Radiator building? Or do you mean like one of these buildings? Subtle, there's ones that, they're not poetry slams, because the poetry slams are like where you go and like you stand up on the mic, but they have like ones, they have these like little quiet cafes too, Subtle, that you can go to, and it's like just quiet writing, where you like can talk softly with one another and then like share your poetry together, and it's just like quiet and cozy. When I first moved to the city, I used to go do that sort of thing all the time, and then I got like caught up with work and then the pandemic and whatnot, but you should definitely check it out. Hi, Sativa. Hello. Cozy vibe sounds nice. Exactly. They also have, it's kind of fun too. I like going to these too. We found the Maybelline bear. I know it's over with because it's past 7. Look it. They have like a little scavenger hunt they've been running. They have these like little cafes where it's like red light, green light parties, where essentially you have different colored candles. One is like, hey, I want to talk to somebody. One is I want to study alone. And then the other one is like, I'm waiting for someone in particular. And it's just kind of nice to get to see like people meeting for the first time, other people meeting really good friends, other people who are like just quietly like doing their own thing. It's really interesting to get to see all those sorts of people mixing around. And I do have to say, like, I like too that you can also sit alone, because even though like you want to be alone and maybe not interact with people, you're all still like coming together, and you're not alone because you're a part of the collective, but you are alone because you're at your own table and you're not forced to interact. And I think that's kind of beautiful too. I think there's one that does that on the Upper West Side, maybe? It's been a while since I went there. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Chick. Hopefully you're all having a great day, a great time. I wonder if the comic book shop is doing anything. Ooh, Whole Foods. I mean, we don't really need anything in Whole Foods. I just feel like it would be nice and warm in the Whole Foods. Might be worth it. I do need to get a water, but we are not buying water at Whole Foods. That is for sure. Not that I think it'd be like overly expensive at Whole Foods, to be honest. It can't be more. Whoa, Robo Bear. That's cool. I want a Robo Bear in my life. I feel like he'd either be a bodyguard or he'd be like a cool DJ. Hi from Venezuela. Hey! Also, you know what I was looking up today, this morning? So apparently you can hire a bodyguard. Just like you can hire like an Uber now. There's an app, and a bunch of people hired them for Fashion Week. Here, we'll get away from the DMCA music, and then I can tell you a little bit more. Because I went down a lot of rabbit holes this morning, like tons of them. So apparently, you can now hire your own personal like bodyguard. They're like, they have different like videos of your protector, because they don't call them bodyguards, they call them protectors. You like learn about their experience. You can tell them what to wear. They either have like business casual, like kind of like tactical, like, you know, like military pants, and then they have like tactical. The snow belt in New York, I don't know what that is. But welcome on in. Welcome to New York City. And it's wild. It's only like $100 an hour, which I know you're like, $100 an hour doesn't seem like a lot. Not a lot. It doesn't seem like not a lot. But it, like, for their experience, it's not a lot. Because some of these people they're either ex-military, ex-police, or active military. And like a lot of them have like 25 years of experience, and it's only like $100 an hour to hire these people. Now granted, the minimum is like 5 hours, so it's like $500. But like, that doesn't seem like a lot. I also don't need a bodyguard, you know? Oh, cool. Look at, she has her little sign. Happy birthday to my favorite. Cute. Yeah, Steve, we didn't get any snow yet. There should be snow tomorrow, and Allie and I are going to be out in said snow. Well, so Tuscan, that's not, well, it is a lot of, like, okay, here's how do I say this? I, personally, wouldn't be spending $100 on security, right? They also have it where you can split the cost with another person. So, like, it wouldn't be quite as much. However, the reason that I say it's, like, not that expensive is that most of these people have, like, 40 years of experience. So, like, if you're that trained, I would assume that's probably a pretty good price. But also, I'm not going out hiring bodyguards. Do you know what I mean? Like, I personally am not hiring a bodyguard. I don't need one. I'm not that kind of streamer. But still, I thought it was interesting that they're like, oh, well, you know, like, you can, like, hire a bodyguard just like you hire an Uber. And apparently they also have a service too where you and your neighbors can like pool together to have patrols and stuff, which is very, very scary. Like, that's a lot of money. I'm not gonna spend that with my neighbors. I don't know if I like my neighbors that much, but yeah, it's just like a really interesting like, you know, concept, you know. I would charge $25 per hour as security officer. Yeah, so I think like if you're a security officer, it may be different. Like, I guess these are all like professional like bodyguards that were like tactical military and stuff. I honestly don't know. However, like, I just think it's a cool concept, you know? Oh my gosh, yes, plumbers are very expensive. No, everything's fine, Wheel. Everything is fine. Everything is awesome. Yeah, it's in LA and New York. Either. So Josh, it can be either. It depends. Full tactical is like, they look like a SWAT. Like, that's a little scary. I'm not hiring that. But like, it was really interesting to me too, because I think this is how I ended up getting on the algorithm. So I guess Pokimane was saying that, and granted, she probably is like going through a company and whatnot, and it encompasses a lot of different aspects of security, but she was saying that she has to spend like 5 figures a month on security, not just like personal security like a bodyguard, but also on like to make sure that she has home security, right? She has people that comb the internet to try to take down her address and stuff. And that is just wild to me. Like I understand why, like, especially because she is such a big and well-known streamer. However, it's like the fact that she has to do that is just crazy to me. I would only hire bodyguards if I was a billionaire. True. However, there's a lot of people on this site that are like talking about how they would hire them for like bachelorette parties and stuff. Essentially to be like babysitters. And I don't really know if they're being honest or not, but some of the comments are actually really funny too. Maybe for 1 to 2 hours, but that's it. You never know. What? Yeah. 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 You want to say hi?
Yeah. Yo, what up? Yo,
hey, are you a streamer too, or?
No, I'm not. But like, I've seen this like before, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
This is cool, yo.
What's your name?
Judah.
Hi, Judah. I'm
nice
Lexi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Cool.
Have a great evening. He left just as you all started saying hi. Yo. What's up? I am always a little bit nervous when people come up to stream and ask if you're streaming. Oftentimes they're great. Oftentimes they're lovely. There was Midnight Something, who I think had like a food associated with their name. Super cool person. Sometimes, hey, how you be? Tired? I'm so cold.
I was sick, and as you can see, I lost my
Oh
voice.
no! Just protect it.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
I was hoping you were getting better.
yeah, I'm getting better because if you heard me like 2-3 days ago, I can barely talk.
really. Then
Just protect it, because like last year we didn't protect it, and it took us 3 months to get back.
I went to an ENT specialist.
Yeah.
And the doctor said that I have acute sinusitis, so that's causing me the throat issues.
You can also take if you take a metal straw.
Oh no, he gave me Netipod, antibiotics.
No. But also for your voice, if you take a metal straw and you like blow on it, it will actually help your vocal cords.
Oh yeah, I mean it's slowly.
No. But like if you have to talk, it's like a trick that they use for like singers. Yeah, metal straw.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, they have like special straws for people that are voice actors and stuff, but you can just use like any metal straw.
We have to talk.
I know. Say hi to your fucking job.
So this is my friend
Hi.
Lexi.
Yes, I'm one of the twins. You always remember.
I now know the difference.
You always do though.
Lexi,
You only made one mistake once.
Yeah, once. Then I figured out.
Yes.
But now I don't need to see it.
Now you just know.
Who's Ali and
I
who's Lexi.
hope you feel better.
So
For sure, yeah.
So
Enjoy the rest of the
fun.
stream.
This is fun.
Bye. And then can we call out New York walking stream, please? He's mostly on YouTube, but he's a really cool dude. He made one mistake and scarred for life. I mean, no, he's been trying to protect his voice. He actually took off for like a week and a half, I think, and it's not come back. I think like that's something that Allie and I have to work on too. Though I learned a trick. So I actually like have like this like little deviated septum here, and so I don't really breathe out of this side of my nose. When I had a migraine, I have this like helmet. It's not really a helmet. How do I say this? It's like a reverse ski mask. So it like covers like this part of my face, and it's like all ice. And it like compresses. And so like I put that on and I was like, oh my God, I can breathe. I can breathe out of my nose. But it's very weird. Hi Ed, welcome on in. Welcome to Times Square, everybody. I was hoping that they would have something running today. I don't know what made me think that they might, but you never know. No, but it's like a helmet. It covers your whole head and your eyes. It just doesn't cover your like nose and mouth. Whereas like a ski mask covers your nose and mouth and not your eyes. Yes. He's a great streamer. It's actually super nice. Like there's a lot of streamers that are very nice. And then they get like
why you got that tiny piece of shit right there?
So I don't know like sometimes people that like have bigger communities or whatnot, they can be intimidating, but he's always been like super generous and super kind. Sorry, I like lost my concentration halfway through that sentence. What is the name? I think it's called an ice head wrap. They sell them at Target for like $5, I think, but they also have like more like professionally ones. They do. I will say if you might be claustrophobic, it may not be your friend. I didn't find it very claustrophobic, but it does put compression on your face and your head. So if you don't like that compressed feeling, you're not gonna like it. But I think I have the, because I just got it. I think I might have the wrapper still. So if I have it, I will send it to you in Discord, if you're in Discord. Surprised they let y'all meet? What do you mean? We met, so Tifa and us, like we met because we are at a lot of the same events, that's why. Hi Toons, how you be? So Sifa was sick and that's why he lost his voice. I want one for breathing. So here's the thing, is it's more so, it's not gonna help you breathe necessarily. I just have like a deviated septum, so I can't breathe out of my nose. So if you have like sinus issues or inflammation too, because it's getting cold, if you have any sort of inflammation, cold can help. So if you have inflammation in like your nasal passages, it's gonna help cool it down, and then you'll be able to breathe a little bit better. But it's not actually affecting like your breathing. It's just like helping reduce the inflammation. Does that make sense? Me walking through Times Square. Don't pick my pocket. No, you're fine. Times Square, you're not gonna, like, I mean, maybe you will. Like in the summer, maybe. So the artwork for Midnight, I think it's 60 seconds tops. It's like, I think it's just like a minute, if that makes sense. We are not doing that today. It is too cold out. Just want to throw that out there. I had surgery with a deviated septum, helped so much. So Nemo, I am worried because so part of it is like my bridge. The bridge of my nose is really small. Like it's not super small, but it is small. And I like my bridge of my nose. I also like, I know that I look really tired today because I am really tired because I had really bad. Why is there a chicken? Why is there a chicken? Hi, chicken. I love the glasses, chicken. Why? Why is there a chicken? Where is the chicken going? Why? Oh, he was so cool. Like, I don't get it, but I do understand. Anyway, so, with the deviated septum, like, they said they might have to, like, broaden the bridge of my nose, and that scares me. You know what I mean? Make sure you don't burn yourself, and you put out your face with water, and the steam helps your nose. Yeah, so, like, sometimes I'll go into, like, the shower, and that will help with the steam, but I actually find that, like, the cold helps a lot with that, too. Sometimes a chicken just floats through your life. I know, well, the thing about the chicken that I thought was really cool, actually, was the glasses. Like, something about, like, the glasses were just very cute. Oh my God, Roz. What's really going to blow your mind is why he's about to cross the road. Damn, we should have asked that. Too slow. But yeah, so I do have to get surgery for it, but I'm just a little worried about it. Because it's my face, and I don't want my face to change its shape. I mean, there's some things I would like to change about my face, but my nose is not one of them, if that makes any sense. To deliver chicken. I think there was chicken technically in the box, or supposedly chicken in the box. I don't know. It's Polo something. It was a mascot. I don't wear those breathing band-aids, no. Like, they might help, but, like, the thing is that, like, I don't, so band-aids do bad things to me. Like, actually, like, when I wear band-aids, I break out around them. And I don't know if those would cause that, but I just try to avoid any sort of adhesive. Yeah, so I think it's like sort of around the time that people are going into the shows potentially. And so like maybe that's why there's a lot of people, but no, eggs are gold. Bye, Juan. I like the idea of those mascots wearing the costumes all the way home from work. I don't know if they do. I know that some of them have like little granny carts or like suitcases that they put them in, but others I think must, right? I know, I would also like a more defined jaw, Allie, but a deviated septum is not going to give us a more defined jaw. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's like, I just have sensitive skin, and I don't know if it's really an allergy, but I do break out from Band-Aid adhesive. Liquid gold equals eggs. Sitting on that train and a full chicken. I do think it'd be really funny to go dressed as a metro stop in the subway. Not that that's what you asked me. You asked me about the chicken on its way home. But I do think that would be kind of fun, actually. Maybe we'll do that as a costume with our friends one day. Yes, I do need a CPAP if that's what they tell me I need. We haven't gotten there yet. You're in New York. What's your favorite candy, chat, since we're going past a bunch of candy? Do you like chocolate? Do you like squishy candy? Do you like sour candies? Give me a type of candy. Hard candy? I guess chocolate. Let's rule out chocolate because I feel like otherwise people will be like, I like chocolate most. If you're not eating chocolate and you're eating like candy, do you like squishy candy? Like, do you like that, like taffy? Do you like gooey candy? Do you like hard candy? Tell me. Toffee, ooh, sour too. I get the same issues with Band-Aids. Yeah, so my mom actually got me these like special Band-Aids, but they don't stick. That's the problem. I used to love sour, but the squishies are best now. So the thing is for me is that the sour is just like hard for me because like it makes my stomach a little bit upset, but I love the sour. We actually used to have a girl who lived next to us in our dorm in college. She was from Korea and she loved spicy food. And Allie and I love sour food, right? And like oftentimes we had this like little game where she would find like spicy stuff for us to try. And it would like make our eyes tear and like whatnot. And then we would give her these like sour candies to try. And she would have the same reaction. It was like kind of a way for us to like try new things that we knew we might not like, that we knew we might have a really bad reaction to. But sometimes we all found things that we liked, which was kind of cool too. So I love Reese's peanut butters too. They have to go in the freezer though. I don't want them if they're not frozen. Oh, I love Swedish fish. But here's the fun fact about Swedish fish. You cannot eat a Swedish fish on an airplane. I know because I've made this mistake multiple times. They taste like trash in the middle of the air. On the ground, perfect, beautiful, delicious. In the air, disgusting. And I know that, yeah, I am. Hi. They like, I know your taste buds changed because of like, whatever's going on with like being up in the air, but still, I'm like, oh. Yeah, they taste completely different. That's why there are more people that like tomato juice on airplanes than like when they're on the ground. Okay guys, we are gonna try to see if this will work because we gotta plug the phone in, it's dying real fast. I've never had a Jelly Belly. Smarties, it depends, which Smarties? The chalky Smarties or like the Canadian Smarties? Because those are chocolate, I think. You know what chocolate I really love for Easter? There's a place called Quality Candy. They make marshmallow fluff, like whipped cream eggs. So like most oftentimes if you have like a marshmallow egg, it's really like kind of like, it's like a marshmallow. But they make these things called whipped cream eggs, which is almost like an underdone marshmallow. And you can like crack the top off and like eat the whipped cream out with like a piece of the chocolate. Golden, I love it. It's like my favorite. They come in a bunch of different flavors. I personally suggest milk chocolate with vanilla. Love those. Also milk chocolate with raspberry and milk chocolate with mint. Those I think are the best flavors, but highly, highly recommend. Just the mint chocolate with the vanilla whipped cream fluff on the inside. We always get them every year. So good. They also have amazing fairy food and chocolate covered graham crackers. Again, highly recommend. Ooh, oh yes, if you like maple, they do have maple whipped cream eggs. I would suggest if you do get those, you have to kind of be a coffee drinker because otherwise I think they're a little too sweet. So you have to cut them with coffee. Ring pops, the only ring pop that's acceptable to me is a watermelon one. So if you're gonna come to propose to me with a ring pop, if you do not come with a watermelon ring pop, I'm gonna say no. Just throwing it out there. I love coffee. I love coffee too. So one of my coworkers actually celebrates Ramadan. And he said he wasn't looking forward to it. And I was like, yeah, of course, like, not eating must, like, be, like, difficult or whatever. Because I get migraines, right? And if I don't eat properly, I get migraines. He's like, no, I actually kind of like that part because, like, I feel like it resets my body. He's like, the one thing I really don't like, though, is coffee. Because I have to give up my coffee. And I was like, well, couldn't you just get up earlier to drink it? He's like, well, no, you're not really supposed to. The man, I don't know if I could do it. I was like, no, I don't think I could do that. I could give up other things. I cannot give up coffee, okay? Can it be a half-eaten water? No. No, it must be the full watermelon. Give me chocolate. Wait, is that a song? Is Give Me Chocolate an actual metal song? I hope so. That would be kind of fun if it was. Though all I can think of now is the song like, give me more, give me more, give me more. Lexi, it is Lexi today. Hi, welcome on in. Don't take my coffee from me. So here's the thing, I tried to not have coffee because I was getting like headaches and stuff in high school. I actually like I think that that's part of the reason I didn't do well. I didn't do well in health. And that was a huge factor. Like I needed my coffee to focus. If I didn't have it, it was not good. I guess we can't get engaged then. I'm not getting engaged instead. Here, wait, okay. So apparently we can't have, it's too cold and the stuff is not charging. Sadly, it's not charging. I don't really know why. So we're just gonna roll with this, okay? We're gonna roll with it. Oh, wow. So I actually realized I don't walk on this side of the street. Lily's Victorian is right there. It is like an offshoot of Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde is better, but if you can't make it down there, I highly suggest this. And then this is the Actors Chapel. We've been on the other side and show you the inside before, but I don't think I've actually showed you the outside. Hi, Olenda. Welcome on in. What's up? How are you? How you be? Oof. As you can tell, as we go further and further west, it gets more and more chilly. Oh, I know what we have to do. I have to show you the ugly building. Like, I have to show you the ugly, ugly building. Chocolate by Baby Metal. So, Olenda, they have, I don't know if you're in Discord. Discord, we put like a lot of links and things from stream. I'm actually later today gonna probably put a link to Quality Candy. Those are the people that make the eggs. That way, I'll put that in the food section. I've been trying to put extra links there once I get home from stream, and sometimes people will link them instead for me. But you can put there's a music section in our Discord that you can put it there. Also, we did, if you were looking for Mufasa, we did end up doing the Mufasa movie last night. Fun fact, I thought our cats were going to love it. They were like very afraid of it. I think they only care about The Lion King because it's a little bit lighter of a film. To be very honest, I was not a big fan of Mufasa. It was very stressful for me. And I thought it was going to be beautiful with lots of animals and stuff. No. Mac and Cheese were all like by the door in their like protection mode. Lexi, it's Lexi. See, but I mean, it wasn't the greatest movie, it wasn't the worst movie, but I was looking for it in a way to be actually more beautiful. Like, I felt like the animation from the original, like, Lion King live action was, like, better, no? Wasn't, like, it better? Also, if you are just coming on in, remember we will also be on stream on Thursday, tomorrow. The snow is supposed to start around 3. I know we had talked about being on much earlier than that. I'll have to talk with Allie because I know we really wanted to show you the snow. So we will definitely reconvene, talk together, see what's up with that, and then we'll figure out when we're going on. I am going to show you the ugly building. You're wondering, why are you showing me the ugly building? Well, if you weren't here in the beginning of stream, I'm showing you the ugly building because it's ugly. And I mention this building all the time, and I truly don't believe people will understand unless I show it to them. There are so many. So there's a building that's like further down on 9th. I had great hope for it. I had great hope for it. I thought it was gonna be the most beautiful building. No, they ruined it. It was terrible.
I finished.
Hope the building can't hear the mean words. Well, we don't care. Well, it's not the building's fault. That's the thing. It's not the building's fault. We hope the architects can't hear me. But also the architects got paid a lot of money for their architectural design, so maybe they don't really care. We're not going to the Spy building. We're going to, there's a building across from Port Authority, and it's this new style. It's everywhere. There's a version of this style, like further down by Hudson Yards. There's like 2 buildings that look like this on the upper East Side. There's one down in the Lower East Side. They're everywhere. They're popping up like, I don't know. I don't even know what they're popping up like, but I hate it. And I feel very strongly about it. And today, since we don't have like other things that we could do, I was originally going to take us on a tour of some of the, I was going to prepare for the snow. Then I was told there was going to be no snow. Now there might be snow, so we might have to do part of the snow preparation tomorrow instead. So we were going to do preparation for snow, but then when there was supposed to be no snow, then I was like, well, I can go to all these like cool little weird shops. But the cool little weird shops would have like, we would have arrived there right when they were closing. So I was like, oh, we'll do that another day. So since we got on a little bit of an architecture tangent, I might as well show you the ugly building. Oh, cool! Ukulele, I hope that you have a rocking birthday party for them. That is amazing. Yeah, they got the architecture firm got paid well, that's for sure. Okay. Oh no, the phone's at 19%. So here's the problem, like, I guess nothing's charging fast enough. So like either I can charge the selfie stick or I can charge the phone. I guess what we can do is when I get to the other building, here's what we'll do. We'll get to the building, we'll show you the ugly building. Then we'll sit down somewhere. We'll find a place to chill, and we'll let the phone charge a little bit. How about that? I think that's the way to go. Yeah, what do you have planned? Because I never know what I should do on my own birthday. So I want to hear what you're doing for your twins on their birthday. I wish I could design posters and ads for New York City. Oh, that would be so cool, Roz. You know, I mean, well, here's the thing. It wouldn't really be... You wouldn't make money from it, but you could always make your own kind of posters. and then see if you could license them to like tourist places to sell for you. That would be kind of cool. That would be a really fun job. So I probably won't get coffee because I need to sleep tonight. I got a lot to do tomorrow. Supposedly there might be snow after all. Okay, I think what we have to do is, even if the selfie stick doesn't work, we're gonna have to plug this in for now. And we'll hold it, So we're gonna just plug this in. If it starts to like go a little wonky, let me know, but for now we gotta do what we gotta do. Gotta keep the stream alive. Yeah, I think that's what we like too about IRL, is that we get to show you different things that we might not otherwise get to show you, right? We also get to see new things. Like, I don't think I would have seen as much in the city if I hadn't started to do IRL streaming. If that makes any sense. Oops. Welcome on in. Little life hack to stay awake. Drinking coffee keeps you up. For some people, not always the case, but for us, yes. Yes. For us, it like helps me power through and focus and all of that. And at a certain point, I just want to not focus, if that makes sense. That's a really good question, actually. So there's like, up by Central Park, there's like a clock that tells you if it's gonna be cold or warm, or it tells you what temperature it is. But I don't really think there is actually one that I can think of that has the temperature, except for I am at, I don't know what street this is. Oh my gosh, for some reason, all my Discord messages just now all came through. Yeah, I mean, they do have some that are further downtown, like down in Wall Street. I know if they have like a temperature sign there, but I don't really feel like I've seen temperature signs anywhere else. I can think of like Chicago, they have temperature signs. But like, for some reason, I don't really know. I do know though that like, I don't know if it's here, like where it is, but there is a building that like will change different colors depending on like like how the weather's changing. Oh, I drink coffee all the time. I drink it with oat milk, I drink it black. I love coffee. If all the falafel carts made their LED signs occasionally show time and temperature, they probably get a lot more attention. You know what? You're probably right. I think it must be really hard to do that as a job, though. You're out in the elements. You have to manage your stock. A lot of times you have to push that little cart. Like, That is such a grind. I hope they make out like bandits for it. Hi! Welcome on in, everybody. If you're new, I'm Lexi. I'm one of the twins. I am one of the DinomiteTwins. If you are new, we do a lot of outdoor IRL here in New York City. We show you different parts of architecture. We talk about like different things that are on our mind. We do fun twin challenges, like I've taped Allie to the wall with duct tape before. And we just explore the city and do interviews. So if you are up for a variety of IRL things, if you're here to chat and have a great time, please make sure that you follow and subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you don't know Dan, amazing streamer, super fun, please make sure that you follow Dan as well. All Day NYC. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you up to today? I was gonna be doing some preparation for the snow, and then I heard there was no snow. Now there's supposed to be snow, so who knows what's even gonna happen tomorrow. I've been talking about a bunch of random things too. Like our cats are getting their teeth cleaned for the first time. So I want to throw them a little tooth fairy themed party because we didn't throw them a party when they lost their teeth. Yes, tomorrow, by the way, we are streaming in the afternoon because we have an event later in the evening. So please, if you want to see us, definitely make sure that you tune in for that. We are also going to be live on Saturday and Sunday. So super excited for you all to be here. And thank you everybody who has been following. Following is free. And it will be, it's amazing. Yeah, so the stabilizer is working for now. It is, the charge is not holding very, very well. But we appreciate you all coming on in. If you want, tell us a fun fact about you and it will be great. Yeah, so Allie, I'm right across from Port Authority because I want to show everyone the ugly building. I have been talking about this building all evening because we've been looking at really beautiful buildings. Let me show you the monstrosity that is the newest form of construction. I hate it. In particular because it is brown. If it weren't brown, if it were even like, I don't know, blue, purple, a different color, it might not be as bad. Ugh, I hate it. It's not the ugliest building in the city. I just think it's ugly. Okay? All right, everybody. I'm gonna go a little bit further so I can swipe up. This is a brand new building. It's not out of the 60s or 70s. I'm sorry if you were the architect who built this. I question your design choice. This is it. This is that building. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Nope, they don't, unicorn. Look at, what is this? Why? Why? They made it so they have like these modular panels that they put together on the building, and it's to help with like construction and whatnot. However, we saw earlier this evening what these modular components can look like, and this is not the vibe, okay? This is uglier than crap. No, this is an apartment building. This is supposed to be high-end luxury. This looks like a grate. You know what this looks like? This looks like the vents that are in your floor. Someone got inspired by a draft of warm air coming from the vent from their floor, okay? That's what that is. And this, just, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And the color is atrocious. You know, yeah, it's a residential building. And someone definitely was inspired by the grate in their floor, okay? It's terrible. But you know, we looked at some of these modular buildings that are definitely more modern. We saw a really great example earlier this evening across from Grand Central. That's what they need. They don't need this. They don't need this. Like, it looks like you took a Kleenex box and just like cut holes in it for the windows, and then you added on a grate. Or your vacuum, you know how the vacuum cleaner has the filter? That's what it is. I don't even know if it's the grit in your floor. It's a vacuum cleaner filter. Thank you for the follow, Chiggy. Anyway, so that's my professional opinion, everybody. My professional architecture opinion is that this is the ugliest building. And I know I'm usually very kind, but I have strong opinions that are wrapped in my shell that I just don't tell you. I could roast buildings up and down, and here's why. Because I know somebody designed those buildings, but a lot of times their final design is not what they started with, and they're just as mad at the final design as I am, okay? So we aren't gonna roast the architects, but they spent millions on this building. They spent millions. They probably spent 4 years on this design at least. And this is what you came up with, this masterpiece. Like, look at, even that one's nicer. It's also brown, but somehow it's better. It's better than this. Oh, I feel mean now. But it's true. It's true. Unicorn, how can you love it? How can you love that? How? I mean, I also love Kleenex boxes. It provides me with nice plushy Kleenex, but not as a building, okay? When I finally reach NYC, I will apologize to the building for your harsh words. Look. Someone's got to tell it. It needs to know. It needs to know it's not the prettiest chick. It needs to know that, yes, it's going to function really well and it's in a great location. But it's a very polarizing one. Its looks are not for everybody. There was a lot of form and function arguments with engineering and architects in my old work. Well, yeah, I know, that's part of it. That's part of it. We know it's part of it. But also, like, ugh. Like, I mean, I know you're gonna all think I'm crazy for this. I think the Port Authority might be better. Look, I'll show you the other side of the Port Authority, and I'll show you why I think the Port Authority might even be better. And I know the Port Authority is considered one of the ugliest buildings in New York. I get it, but I'm gonna show you why I think potentially the Port Authority that it is across from is prettier than that building. I should do this with every building. Look, I would make that my whole content, but I don't think people would watch it. Like, I don't think people would. I would have a great time doing it. It was completed in 1971. I mean, as a designer, created amazing things that took a lot of work, only to have the client go, no, I don't want it to look like that.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Look who hath arrived with another cord.
I didn't put makeup on.
You're okay. They just saw your hat. Are you going to plug it in so I can get it into the other one?
I also was going to offer you, can you move over to the side a little bit?
Yeah. Here. Here, put it in the...
I'm also going to offer you the iPhone in pocket as an option.
At this point, Allie, we usually do have a little bit of a clearer, crisper stream.
It's not in. I can't do it.
I know.
Hi, Ollie.
I think it's going now. All right, so we're gonna go across the street to show you.
Roast the bus building.
No, we're gonna show potentially.
We're gonna say how nice it is. We're still gonna roast it.
Yeah, Allie arrived because we needed another charging cord. Here, Allie, you can take this one. Are you sure? Okay, look. So here's why. This is also an ugly building too, okay? But here's why it may be better than that building, okay?
Wait, can a mod complete the prediction? I don't want to.
Yes, Maz, can you please complete said prediction? That would be great. Yes, and yes, Med, Allie arrived. Okay, so look at how many layers are within this building. You know, it has the, like the columns, but this is the part that saves the Port Authority. The big X's at the top.
I think that's just what needed to happen for it to stay up. Like, I don't
Yeah,
see
I
that
no.
as a design.
I see it as a design feature because here, look, Allie. You can see the buses go through, and I think that's cool. What did you get?
So I got quesadillas.
Okay.
I got grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Ooh, that sounds really
I got
good.
Poor man's chicken noodle, aka Lipton, with chicken and noodles.
Shuya, I'm glad that you like this building too. I mean, is it the prettiest building? No, but look, 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 look. Here it is. This is why I love it. Look it, you can see the buses go through the big X's. And that seems cool to me.
Do you want to switch shoes?
No, I'm good.
You're cold.
I'm fine, Allie. Look it.
These are not snow pants.
These are not snow pants. Those are dance pants.
It would be warm then.
I mean, I do kind of, knowing now how many like not great looking buildings are around that building, I can understand why the architects were like, good enough. Good enough. But then when you see the other one that's right across from Grand Central, you're like, oh, that's great. Quesadilla.
I did not get too good to go. I went and got cheap groceries.
We got Allie one to the...
The Target.
Yeah, isn't it cool? So these are actually great for summer too because these are open. And Allie has thermals underneath.
I know, I have fuzzy pajama pants on underneath.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't want to put thermal
The
leggings
Port
on.
Authority needs ventilation and hence the design. Okay, I understand that. But I also do like the giant X's. Because they're like, oh, you're going to make it to your bus? No, you won't. No, you won't. X marks the spot of where your bus is that you missed. Tragedy, exactly. Hi, Art. Welcome on in. Yeah, so the triplets in our family were wild as children. They were so much fun. We got into so much trouble with them. It is weird to have all the buses on different floors to me.
The amount of times I've seen people go running for one bus versus...
So there are like, I don't know what you would call them. They're like elevated streets that the buses like drive up onto. And there are tunnels and shit to get to Jersey. Essentially the buses belong there, it's their home. They know how to call home. If you like me roasting buildings or telling you why some buildings are great and some buildings aren't, please let me know if you'd love Allie and I to roast New York architecture. I think it would be kind of fun, actually. If you missed my roast of the lobby art earlier this evening, I'm kind of planning on maybe filming that roast to put on short form content. We do post a lot on TikTok and Instagram, so if you're interested in other forms of content, we would love for you to follow there as well. Oh, my phone. So what you're hearing that buzzing, what you're hearing the buzzing for, that is actually my phone going. Your phone is too full to do anything. Roasts are good in colder weather. Pier 57? You know what? I haven't actually looked. I haven't looked at Pier 57 closely. Oh my God, it's a Segway. It's a real Segway in the wild.
What are you talking
Someone is commuting by Segway. Look.
Why?
The real question, Allie, is why not? They have their little dog too, Allie.
Oh, that's
Wow.
worth it. You can have a dog on a Segway, but not on a one wheel.
Jeff, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you. Subbing helps the channel. Also, if you're on YouTube, memberships also help. Tipping, all of those things, we really appreciate it. Someone's not having a great day.
Well, they almost ran her over.
No, I know. But thank you so much for that. I appreciate ya. All right. Oh, now we can't cross the street. We'll cross the street real quick. So if you are wanting Jollibees in the city, I'm not saying that this is the bad Jollibees, but the one in Times Square is better because it rolls over its chicken much faster. So the one in Times Square is better.
Excuse me. Oh, my friend. Oh, excuse me. Hey, excuse me.
Did it not go through, maybe? Maybe it didn't go through, Allie, and they didn't actually pay. Today is your birthday? Hi, Eli, happy birthday! Birthday to you. Oops. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eli. Happy birthday to you. So Lance, Allie went and bought a bunch of groceries, so something from there. Thank you for spending some of your birthday with us. If you have plans, we'd love to know. I always find it really interesting to see how people spend their birthday. I tend to take an extra day to cuddle with my cats. That's how I like to spend my birthday. But we also usually do something really fun on stream. So I always find it interesting. Here, 1 minute, guys. I gotta switch hands. My hand is cramping. Oh, nice, Tafu. Do you have the same birthday? Yes, Texan, we do. Not all twins have the same birthday. I think it's kind of cool that they don't. However, here's the deal. So Allie and I have decided that we're going to combine, we have our combined birthday, that's September 15th, but we're also going to celebrate Allison Day and Alexandra Day. And that way we can at least, oh God, this is a standy walk area. This is not a bikey place. This way we can at least like have our own special celebrations for ourselves too, because I think that would be kind of fun. So just want to throw that out there. It's the first time that I walk with you. I got to know you through CFAD from Belgium to Belgium, Antwerp. The Antwerp building? Is that what you mean? Super cool. Yeah, I like that too, because so Cat Pebbles sometimes, oh, watch out. Yeah, there are other twins that I know who have done, they've done a combined birthday where like the first half of the day is one twin's, the second half of the day is the other person's, or sometimes they'll do a weekend where one person gets Friday and the other person gets Saturday. But that's the horse! Where'd the horse go?
Horse, of course. They got rid of him. He used to be right there.
There used to be a white horse and it was super cool, and we came to visit him every now and then.
Because you're climbing on the horse.
People were climbing on the horse. That's why it says do not climb. Ugh. But like then who gets like what day and all that? I think they always had the staircase.
Well, then where's the horse?
I don't know. The horse is gone, Allison.
Why would they do that?
Our birthday's September 15th. Yeah, so like I think like celebrating together for our actual birthday, because like otherwise it's a lot of planning to celebrate two people's birthdays back to back. So this way we can celebrate our birthday together and then we'll have our own special day. Allison has informed me that my day is better. I think Allison Day is in May.
I'm starting St. Jude.
Oh God. And then Alexandra Day is in June. Do you know what I didn't look up though? We didn't look up Allie Day. Maybe there's an Allie Day instead, Allie, that we can do.
You could do Elizabeth Day.
You could do Elizabeth Day, but you're not really Elizabeth.
Allison is the derivative of Elizabeth.
Unsighted, happy Alexandra Day, just practicing. I mean, we have the same birthday. Really, unicorn?
Okay, I was so confused. They were like, excuse me, like as if we were blocking the sidewalk when we were directly across. I get it now. They're a whole family that wanted to walk.
They wanted to walk three across? You can't do that.
What you do? I was like, why is he saying excuse me like a no? Oh, because we're walking too slow? And then I was like, but there's room.
Debbie,
Now
room.
I get it. 3 across. Well, maybe they just don't get it.
Robert, thank you.
Lexi, maybe
Allie,
you were saying
thank you. Thank you for that tier 1 sub, Robert. We really appreciate it, and thank you for the follow X.
or maybe his voice came out more gruff.
Yeah, it's cold, Allie. It's cold.
I think he probably just cold. I
He
don't
cold.
think it's really about anything. Robert, Australia. I have friends in Melbourne. There's a chocolate factory there. That's all I know.
Is Melbourne where the penguin is?
Oh, the big one?
The giant penguin? Oh, it is so
Thank you
cute.
so much for the follow backs.
Wow, that is the saddest Valentine's Day decorations. Eh, I guess it could do worse.
They could have no Valentine's Day decorations.
That might be better.
Yeah, Nestle's in Melbourne.
Wait, is that where a factory is or something? Like, this is cute, this little window. Like, that's
This is
pretty
the
cute.
Holiday Inn Express. Fun fact, Holiday Inn Expresses have exactly the same feel and nearly the same vibe across all of their different establishments. And
Wow.
I found this out because one of my companies, they would that was like their preferred hotel. Oh no, it's Hyatt Place.
It's Hyatt Place.
So Holiday Inn Express
Might be different.
is not exactly the same, but Hyatt Place strives to have the exact same one.
Layout everywhere.
And then one day I got one that had a giant conference table in it because they were compensating for the fact that it wasn't exactly the same layout. And they were like, we gotta still make this look businessy. Let's just had a giant
Conference table.
that you could have like 12 board meetings.
Hi, Marshmallow. Hi, Josh. You know who we call Marshmallow? Nico. Nico. We're gonna have teeth cleaned. So like here on this side, you guys asked like how the buses get there.
They doubled his dose, by the way.
Oh.
They're like everybody else, 0.9. Nico, 1.4.
Oh, he's gonna be like out of it.
Oh yeah, he also doesn't get fed after midnight, so no breakfast.
Ah, shit.
I did say like we're not gonna get the medicine in him without churu though, and they're like churu doesn't matter, just a little bit of churu, you're fine.
So these are our routes for the bus to get into the bus stop station. Hi Val, yes, he's a gremlin. He's just a fake little boy. He's just a little bit afeared. So everyone gets their teeth cleaned tomorrow and it's gonna be an experience.
It was supposed to be next week, but
we have other things coming up, so we wanted to make sure that they definitely got their teethies cleaned.
the doctor even like they basically told somebody that was trying to get an appointment that they couldn't and they had to go next week, and they were like, oh, okay. We got very lucky.
We got very, very lucky. But also, it's 4 cats. They're not gonna not have that money.
That's true. That's so much money.
You the best. You the best. Efren, you the best. Okay, here, wait. 1 minute. Okay, ready?
Can I just double check they're still there?
Please make sure that this person is still live. We have to make sure that we get going, but we will be on tomorrow afternoon. Say it with me. Tomorrow afternoon we will be live. There will be snow. It will be earlier. So today we got on at 5. Remember, it will be early afternoon.
But please please do us this favor. So if you didn't know, when you raid, you if you stick around for 5 minutes, it helps. Now this streamer we meet a lot in conferences, and his community is very different than us, but still great. So if you could stay for the raid,
that would be great. Also, please make sure that you refresh.
Because I see like 60 of you.
If you're on mobile and you don't see the raid, make sure you refresh. Click on in. We really appreciate it. Now is your time to follow. Tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow. It's only a stream away. Bye, everybody. Please make sure you follow. And again, Thursday in the afternoon, Friday. Well, I don't know about Friday, but Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. And if you are a streamer and we're seeing you at the event tomorrow, we can't wait to meet you. Bye. Thank you for following.